Hey everybody, it's Yusuf for Dad's Free Time Let's Plays, getting it in. Yo, I've played through the story mode, beaten the story mode with everybody. Now I have, now I want to play through the regular arcade mode. Because I haven't played through it once. So, and I'm sick and tired of the, opera voice, the choir chanting voice here. I've heard it about. I've heard that loop about a million times.
As well as your alter ego. I wish
So
you good
Akihiko, it is.
The two-fisted protein donkey, Akihiko Sonata!
I like the way that anime does boxers.
TV, huh? Interesting.
They gotta weigh like 120 pounds, but somehow they're just so awesome. Like all this speed, even though we know that 120 pound, 130 pound punches don't amount to much.
This looks like the place. She must be somewhere around here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the much-anticipated battle tournament has finally begun. I, Rosette, will be your commentator. Here, everyone gets to release their pent-up anger and frustration on each other. Let's settle those little grudges once and for all.
What? A battle tournament?
We will now begin our very own P1 Grand Prix, featuring the manliest of all men.
This seems pretty interesting. Looks like I won't be bored.
Ooh, looks like we have an unexpected challenger cutting in on our fun.
This is a pretty ridiculous turn of events, but I'm up for it.
Ah! I'm Kanji Tatsumi! Come and get me!
Nice.
Whether he's in his right mind or not, there's no reason to turn down a challenge.
Well, this is a really dialogue-heavy game.
One.
Ah, shit. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Final Boss Might Take a While. Now, this game, The Final Boss, doesn't take a while. It's not as challenging as most games would be. As a matter of fact, I had to ramp up the challenge level to like, you know, very hard for like a medium challenge. Since the boss isn't that bad, it was kind of fair. Like I didn't have to offset the challenge based on the final boss being hard as balls or reading your moves before you do them or any of that crap. And anyway, that's good. Good up for this game. The story mode, even though most people don't use story modes in the fighting game, I prefer dealing with the story anyway. And what it was a lot of text and a lot of reading and stuff, which I aptly condensed as much as I could in the playthrough. But you know, rules dictate of my channel, you know, that I do a final boss might take a while at the end to explain everything that happens in the story before the ending. This time I couldn't really do it, so I'll explain the whole story right here, okay? In Persona 4, all these guys met together, and in the anime, I didn't play the game. In the anime, they spent a lot of time together, and there were murder mysteries, right? So a person named Yu shows up right when he shows up to the small town Inaba. He finds out that somebody dies like really recently. Like that's how it goes. He shows up to live with his uncle and his little cousin after being thrown that way because his parents are going on a quote-unquote business trip, and they're probably just, you know, tired of you. They send him to that school in Inaba, which is a very small town. Murder mysteries start happening. Now, what happens is that it rains, and then when it rains, there is a show that appears on this channel called the Midnight Channel. At midnight, a show pops up and it's like based on some sort of game show or whatever. And the person inside the show who correlates with the real world, they are killed after their appearance on the show. All right. So once they make the correlation, they also find out that you can use TVs to get sucked into the world of the Midnight Channel, and then they go and use the Midnight Channel to try and save people. Now, when they save people, the Midnight Channel, the people are being held hostage by their shadows, and their shadows are parts of their personality that they've been hiding behind. Is they have to accept who they are in order to survive. Okay, when they don't accept who they are, their shadow abruptly kills them. So they're very difficult to destroy unless you accept yourself. Okay, that's how persona works usually as a whole. Okay. So, as you might expect, you would solve the mystery of himself when he goes into the TV realm. He figures out what it is that the shadow wants from him. Once he accepts himself, his shadow becomes his persona, and he's able to use it to battle inside the realm. Then the rest of the show is him doing that to all of his friends. Like he'll meet somebody and he'll see them on the Midnight Channel, and they'll go inside and use his persona to help this person realize what their shadow is asking of them, so that they can accept themselves as a whole and get their own personas. And the whole group is just a bunch of people who realized who they were, creating their personas, and help him battle to save other people who need to know who they are. Things like that. So you solves those things, goes back home, and then a holiday happens. He goes back to the small town of Inaba and finds that it rains, checks out the Midnight Channel, and sees that the Midnight Channel is showcasing this big fighting event between him and all of his persona friends. He then meets up with his friends, and they get together and decide that they're going to reactivate the detective team, and then they're going to go back into the TV and see what it's all about. Once they go into the TV, they find that they have to fight each other, just like the TV show said, and they don't really have a choice. So all of them have these really horrible nicknames, and when they go into the TV realm, the other people, the other contestants, can't hear what they're saying. They can only hear them speaking in accordance to the horrible nickname they've been given. So you is given the nickname of, something or other. He's really caring for his sister. So instead of him talking to his other friends, like Yosuke, and having a conversation, figuring out what's going on, his friend only hears him screaming and yelling about his sister and wanting to fight. And after they fight afterwards, they can hear exactly what the other person's saying. But before the fight happens, all they can hear is animosity coming from each other. Now, as they fight and move along in this tournament, they run into other people that are pulled into the TV themselves, trying to investigate what exactly it is. Because in Persona 3, there is a like this little shadow defense team or whatever, some Men in Black type junk, in which they investigate things that happen with shadows in the different realm. Now, I didn't know that the realm happens anywhere other than that small town, but whatever. So they go in there from Persona 3. They go in there to investigate, and so everybody's kind of clashing together and fighting each other, trying to get to the end of this investigation, which means that they have to fight each other. And when the person at the end, when the champion shows up, eventually the champion will know what's going on, right? Now, we switch the stories to this girl who's roaming the school. By the way, the whole fighting situation is happening in the school. Okay, there is a girl who's running around saying that she's the class president. However, she's not the real class president, so everybody's trying to figure out what her deal is. She looks fair enough. She's got some weird New Jersey Bostonian accent. I don't know what the heck that is. Under there, we gotta get over here and do this over here. I'm the president over here. Like, I don't know what the heck that's about. But she moves around and she's trying to figure out what the deal is as well. So everybody's trying to go to the media center where the announcements are being made so that they can figure out the answer to this problem. Once they get to the end, it is revealed that the girl who says that she's the president is actually the real person who is going to be murdered in this situation, and her shadow is the one running the tournament. Now, this is where the story gets slightly interesting. The lady who says she's the president is not the president. She's not even a real lady. She's actually a robot named Labris, who was created in a lab in order to try and the scientists basically used her and experimented on her to try and beef up her emotions because they have some special artificial intelligence thing that gives these robots a soul, a heart, or something like that, right? She was beefed up in a lab. She had been fighting other robots over and over again all of the time, and started and getting their battle data and their memories because they all have small amounts of soul in them too. So she's got all of them in herself. She created a friend, or she made a friend within the socialization, and then later on, of course, she was ordered to kill all of the robots in the experiment, which included her friend. And once she did that, she lost her mind. She got pretty ticked off. She's trying to understand the purpose of life. If she's supposed to be someone special, then why is everybody else not special? And why is it so important that she kill everyone? She's going crazy, right? She's upset. Okay, they put her through all of this stuff, and then eventually, as she grows in maturity, as she becomes more confused, more emotional, she starts losing her shit, and thus creates a persona in the real world, which is a little confusing to me. I don't understand how that happened, but then she gets thrown into this fake world, and instead of accepting who she is, which is a robot, and all of her horrible past in which she has to kill all her friends and things like that, she just makes believe that she's a girl. Okay, she's a president of a school, which is something she dreamed of being. A real girl. I'm a real girl. Like the Tin Man or Pinocchio. So once she does that, she once she does that, she creates a shadow who is the embodiment of all she's trying to reject. That shadow creates the whole situation and wants to kill everybody that the girl, well, it wants to take down everyone that the girl would become friends with to try and stop the girl from make her make believe world. Okay, living in this make believe world. And once everybody figures that out, they kind of just put her through the whole thing. She tells her shadow that the shadow is not her, which is like the secret words that freeze the shadow to turn into some horrible monster. Except this time the shadow didn't turn into a horrible monster. The shadow turned into the shadow, but had a monster behind it. So the shadow had a persona. It was that part was a little weird, but it worked along with the game. So you fight the persona and the shadow, and after you defeat it, Labris, the president girl's name, Labris, then accepts her shadow, accepts who she is as a robot, and then gets brought back to the little men in black people, and she goes home.
The woman is Labris.
All right, and now she's made a whole bunch of friends because the power of friendship overcomes all. Right, that's pretty much the whole underlying theme of Persona all the time. Is that if you got friends that'll help you and push you through things, you can do anything you want. Especially if you're being sucked into a TV world in which nothing matters. It's a very, very weird story. But anyway, that's the story. Actually, that's not all the story. So while the whole thing's supposed to be done, everybody's kind of dapping each other up, giving each other hugs, explaining the whole idea of friendship. Then the person who actually through Labrys finally reveals themselves, even though they don't actually reveal their identities. They show up as a shadow, right? And they talk a lot of smack, and you gotta fight them. And they're just really surprised that the whole situation kind of blew up in their face. And they don't ever reveal who that person is. Now, I personally think that it's one of the scientists from Labrys who is continuing doing their experiments or is one of the scientists from the lab that is continuing doing experiments on Labrys. Once they caught her again and shut her down, it's quite possible that they just put her into the TV world or whatever so they can see the shadow manifest and her get her persona and finish their job. Because they're scientists, and scientists don't see, people who do research in general don't see they don't see people for people. They just see them as experiments and subjects, even though they try to act like they care. So you also want to keep that in mind that once you have been turned, even if you are a person, once you've been turned into a test subject, you're pretty much only that. Very interesting. Anyway, so that was the end of the Persona story. There's also a side story with Elizabeth, another girl from the Blue Room, who wanted to figure out what it is. She's doing research herself in order to understand what kind of power she needs to be because an extra event is coming. So I don't know. Obviously, there's another one of these games, Persona 4 Ultimate, so that would continue the story, I'm assuming. But this one was pretty good, and Anyway, back to your normal video game and stuff. Okay, peace. I need to learn how to fade through that. There we go. Why you gotta block his face? Killing his super pose.
Even if Labrys is the culprit, why the whole battle tournament thing? Well, it's not likely I'll come up with the answer on my own. At last!
The hall is charged with excitement!
Game 6! Our fearsome contestants are about to bare their fangs!
Mitsuru, good to see you're all right.
Akihiko, have you found Labrys?
No, but she's definitely up ahead. Although, now that we've run into each other, we've got to decide which one of us will go on.
You seem to be insinuating that the stronger of us should be the one to proceed.
Am I wrong?
Akihiko.
Come on, where's the fun in conceding? And she might resist even more if you go and announce yourself as a Kirijo.
Understood. It does seem like a better idea than standing around talking. In that case, I'll throw everything I have at you.
Round one.
Jeez. You weren't lying.
Not bad.
Right.
Dip into the smashing hit.
Artemisia.
Either side is getting a devastating blow. Ooh, an awakening. Turn the tables. A huge
You said parry.
I'm reading these now. Out of my way. Looks like they're finally on a roll.
Oh, come on. Give me my move.
And over.
I tried to do my super move like 20 times that time.
A decisive
Trying to save my ass,
the
man.
next round.
Round
Whatever.
Think you can get this time? This is truly the fight of the century. Are they starting to get a little tired?
That sucks.
Miraculous move, turn time.
Nah, bitch. It's going down.
It seems one-sided. Out of my way.
Get that corkscrew punch up in this bitch.
And the round is over.
Okay, so once you start the combo,
This is the last round. Up to you both. Looks like they're finally on a roll. Feel no fear. Retreat. Off.
once you start the combo, shit, that sucks.
What a reversal. This match still up in the air. Oh, an awakening. Will this turn the out of my way?
Oh, you missed me on the kick though.
As the body's into stamina hit home. This is if his stamina is low enough.
Oh, hell nah, bitch.
Now, will they go for the kill?
That is what I'm talking about.
Fair, close battle. You both fought well.
Wow. This game makes me feel like I'm actually good at fighting
Your training
games.
wasn't for nothing. The enemy is most likely in the announcement room, just up ahead.
Ah, that's where they're broadcasting their announcements. There's the costume bear and the commentator girl. Is she Labrys?
No, she's a victim, apparently being held captive in the announcement room. Her likeness and voice are being used by the mastermind in the costume.
Him, then. But if that's true, then we still don't know what his connection to Labrys is.
The students I met seem to have been involved in the Enibus situation last year, but they've been dragged into this, too. They need rescuing.
Alright. Looks like there's still more to this case than we know. I'll head to the announcement room for now.
I'm sorry, Akihiko. The rest is in your hands.
He was standing in front of your door for like
a total reversal.
Leave the door open, man. Fine.
What a shocking
Labrys
finish.
has to do with that costume bear. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I just need to eliminate the cause of all this.
Here's your next opponent. The hall is charged with excitement.
Lucky Game 7. Which one will Lady Luck smile upon? I can't believe we have to fight each other again.
2 years ago last time? Here goes.
Round one.
Interesting.
I give Persona high fire. Who was built for annihilation? I must simply rate myself. Oh, these seem to be getting a bit tired. Grandpa's so volley. Either side
Jeez.
is limited.
Jeez. Heavy damage. Scheiße. Oh man, I hate that one hard. Got him!
All that's left is for me to win.
What a close battle! I look forward to the next.
Round two.
Heavy damage. No! I must simply right myself. Change of pace. Maximum speed. Athena, look down. Damage. Heavy damage. Your damage.
Shit. Man. Heavy damage, heavy damage. Got him. Or her. Got her!
It was a good match. See ya.
What a shocking finish!
I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to up the level of,
Looks like the final battle's almost here.
I'm gonna have to up the level of challenge.
Mysterious
The combos are so easy to do.
everything about this is a complete mystery!
The combos are so easy to do. It's like you just jam on the button to do the best combo.
Feel the drama!
You can mix it up with the other stuff, but it's like it's very hard to lose if you're I wouldn't call myself intermediate, but I'd call myself mediocre. You know what I mean?
Hey, are you alright?
Huh? Who are you? That's quite an outfit you've got there.
I'm Akihiko Sanada. I've come to rescue you on my colleague's behalf. Huh? You must be the 5th generation Labrys.
Looks like it. 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labrys. What a name.
I like the crash test dummy circle she's got on her leg.
You know about me.
Mitsuru Kirijo sent me. Come with me. I'll see to it that nothing happens to you if you do.
Kirijo? No. I'm never going back there.
Fair enough.
Sorry, but you have to. I can't let the damage spread any further.
I won't go back. If you're dead set on taking me, then come get me.
I had a feeling it would come to this. All right, come and get me.
Round one. Fight!
She said, "Oh no, oh no." Seriously? Seriously? Uh-oh. I better focus. Shit! What a waste! That's what's up. Clutching it. Clutching them purse.
Congratulations on
Clutching
making
them
it this
purse.
far. You are truly the manliest of all men.
Thank you.
Looks like Mitsuru was right. If you're not Labrys, then who are you?
I am a shadow. The true self. Why did he turn into me?
Good question.
Lapras? This isn't good.
Yes. Did you enjoy the show? I did everything you wanted. The illusions goaded everyone into fighting each other. No! Why would I want that? You wanted regular boys and girls to know what you had to go through. A fighting tournament.
Sorry about that. If you want to see the story, go ahead and... Okay. If you want to see the story, I did that whole story mode. I'm sick and tired of the story by now. I just want to beat people's ass.
The shadow that came out of Lapis. She's the real culprit. Both of you, stand back. This is my fight.
Yeah. Without my persona, by the way.
One. Fight.
Wasn't nice.
That's not.
Wasn't nice.
She said loser. Oh boy. I ate that one. Oh, but she's gonna eat this one for sure.
What's particular about my matches?
Akihiko, win.
Sometimes she gets that big axe swing on me a little too quick. I gotta be aware of it.
Wasn't nice.
Oop, shit. Damn it! Damn it! Should get extra credit for doing a sudden kill move on the last
I
boss.
think that did the trick.
What is this? That's a shadow. It's like another you inside your heart that you don't want to admit.
Another... me?
So you aren't human. So what? Your heart gives you self-awareness and depth. No matter what anyone says, you can take pride in that.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No. You are me, after all. This is my persona.
Alright, that's one thing settled.
Everyone else seems to be okay too. I'm so glad this case is over. Akihiko-san, was it? Thanks for saving me. I thought you were some crazy guy at first.
You didn't need to add in that last part. Now, let's head back. I'm sure Mitsuru and the others are worried. Don't worry. We don't intend on locking you back up in any boxes. I told you that I'd see to it nothing happened to you.
I see. Yeah, thanks.
Faster than I expected.